I'm blessed to be busy on my little honesty stand. I've had just an amazing few weeks of opening, and I'm now spending a whole 2 days prepping for 1 day's opening. So this is my day one of prep. I only open on a Saturday, so this is the Thursday. And I don't put too much pressure on myself on Thursdays. I just do what I can. I fit in what I can with my day because I'm already busy doing other stuff. But things like butter and granola, things that aren't baked goods that are going to go stale, are perfect to get done and out of the way on a Thursday, so that I'm not having to worry about them on the Friday, which is my main prep day. I always put my butter on first because that can churn in the stand mixer whilst I am sorting anything else out. So I just check it in stages. This is how it's looking at the moment. I would say this is about halfway there, and while that is working its magic in the background, I concentrate on my granola. I do a different flavour of granola every week, and this past week was maple and macadamia, one that I haven't done before but was really delicious. We had one bag left at the end of the day, so that is what I've been having for breakfast the last few days. Macadamias are massive, so I wanted them to be smaller, and my rolling pin technique wasn't working, so I decided I needed to chop them up instead. I wanted some to be whole still and the rest to be chopped. Luckily, my first batch of butter was just about done when there was a big bang, and turns out my mixer broke, which just serves me right for telling you all how amazing my cheap Asda stand mixer was in the last prep video that I did. So as I did not have a stand mixer anymore, I was then set back quite a bit because I then had to make the rest of the butter by hand, which is not the end of the world, but it does mean that I spent a good 3/4 of an hour just sitting churning butter when I could have been doing other things. But we got there in the end, and to be honest, you do have more control over it when you're doing it by hand. And once the second batch of butter was done, it was time to get all of that glorious buttermilk out of it. I did 2 flavours this week, just a regular salted butter and also a hot honey butter, which is always really popular. As they were flavoured, I set them to the side, and my granola was ready and had completely cooled down. So they all need weighing out. I do bags of either 400 or 450 grams usually, depending on how much I come out with. And this is the bit that just takes so much time when you're running a business where everything is pre-packaged like mine is. You have to make sure everything's packaged properly, all the labelling is correct. Whereas obviously if you're just running a cafe where people come in and buy a cake, you just put a cake in a bag and give it to them, whereas I have to tell them every single ingredient that's in there, and that takes precious time. But I do feel like week on week I am managing my time better. For instance, this coming week I am going to spend an entire afternoon during the week printing out all the labels that I'm going to need to save me time on my prep days, so that I can then spend my prep days making more products instead of fannying about with labels. But later on I got on with doing my butter, so they also all need weighing, so they're all the same amount, and the butter just gets wrapped in greaseproof paper and has a nice little ribbon on it, and they just look super cute when they're